You've been lied to. Let's dive into the health myth that has shaped our fitness goals for decades, the 10,000 steps a day rule. This number, often recommended on the internet and set as a default goal on many fitness trackers, has become synonymous with a healthy lifestyle. But where did this figure come from, and does it have any medical backing? The 10,000 steps a day recommendation has become a global fitness target, but to find out where it came from, we have to travel back to Japan in the 1960s. The 10K steps number originated as part of a marketing strategy for a pedometer called the Mano-kei, introduced during the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. This device's name translates to 10,000 steps meter, with 10,000 being an auspicious number in Japanese culture, making it an effective marketing tool. But what does the science say? Unpacking the 10,000 steps mantra involves examining scientific research. A comprehensive meta-analysis of 15 studies, encompassing nearly 50,000 individuals globally, aimed to identify the optimal daily step count for adult health and longevity. The findings indicate that, for adults 60 and older, longevity benefits plateau at 6,000 to 8,000 daily steps, while for those younger than 60, the plateau occurs at 8,000 to 10,000 steps. Beyond these thresholds, additional steps don't significantly enhance longevity. The study also shows no conclusive link between walking speed and health benefits, emphasizing that total steps, regardless of pace, are associated with a reduced risk of death. These results reinforce earlier findings, suggesting that even 7,000 steps a day reduce premature death risk among middle-aged individuals. Consequently, while increased physical activity is generally advantageous, particularly for those less active, the specific 10,000 steps target lacks robust scientific grounding. Notably, the physical activity guidelines for Americans recommend at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise weekly, which doesn't necessarily translate to 10,000 daily steps. So, how many steps do you need? Watch to the end to find out. Given the widespread belief in the 10,000 steps a day rule, it's important to explore the actual benefits of walking less than this number. Min Lee, an expert on step counts and health at the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, points out that significant health benefits can be achieved with far fewer steps. A study led by Lee found that women in their 70s who walked 4,400 steps a day reduced their risk of premature death by about 40% compared to those who took 2,700 or fewer steps per day. The benefits continued to increase up to about 7,500 daily steps. Another study cited by Lee observed that people walking 8,000 steps a day had a significantly lower risk of premature death from heart disease or other causes compared to those who walked only 4,000 steps a day. This suggests that increasing step counts by even a few thousand strides can be a sufficient and achievable health goal, but 10K is unnecessary. Remember the earlier study of 50,000 people? The incremental reduction in mortality risk levels off at about 6,000 to 8,000 steps for older adults and 8,000 to 10,000 for younger adults. This suggests that walking fewer steps than the widely promoted 10,000 can still significantly reduce the risk of premature death. Furthermore, the benefits of walking are not limited to reaching an arbitrary step count. Adding any regular activity, such as a 10-minute walk several times a day, can prevent problems associated with sedentary behavior. This aligns with the idea that any increase in physical activity, regardless of the specific step count, contributes positively to health. Going back to Japan in the 1960s, it was a very different time and place. Unlike our often sedentary and fast food-oriented lifestyles, the Japanese of the 1960s lived in a culture with lower calorie diets and fewer cars. The average Japanese person in 1964 consumed about 2,632 calories daily, about 1,000 calories fewer than the 3,639 calories consumed by the average American in 2011. This difference in lifestyle contexts is critical in understanding how the 10,000 steps a day recommendation may not be a one-size-fits-all solution. The average American walks about 3,000 to 4,000 steps a day, and setting a goal that is too high can be discouraging. Instead, it's beneficial to establish a personal baseline and gradually increase the daily step count. For instance, adding 1,000 extra steps every 2 weeks can be a more achievable and personalized goal. Studies have shown significant health benefits even for those who fall below the optimal activity level, but still manage to avoid being completely inactive. A sharp decrease in risk factors is observed in people who move from being inactive to moderately inactive, indicating that any increase in physical activity, even if it's not up to the 10,000 steps, can have a major impact on health and well-being. Walking, a simple and accessible form of exercise, offers numerous health benefits, such as reducing the risk of heart disease, obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, and depression. Even if it doesn't qualify as moderate intensity exercise, walking helps counteract the health risks associated with prolonged sitting. The US Department of Health and Human Services recommends 150 minutes a week of moderate intensity exercise, like brisk walking, but this can be approached gradually, starting from where you are. These 150 minutes can be divided in various ways. For example, 30 minutes of exercise 5 days a week, or shorter 10-minute sessions throughout the day. Public health recommendations are changing as a result. Studies have shown that there is no excessive number of steps proven to be harmful to health, and that setting a daily goal of 7,000 to 9,000 steps is a sensible target for most people. Additionally, for those with low levels of physical activity, even small increases in the number of steps per day can lead to measurable health improvements. Every additional 500 steps can enhance health, making the goal of increased physical activity more accessible and achievable for a wider range of people. This approach allows individuals to set small, attainable goals and gradually increase their activity level, fostering a more inclusive and realistic approach to health and fitness. Adopting creative strategies to increase daily step counts can significantly impact overall health. Utilizing fitness trackers or pedometers is a fundamental step, fostering accountability and awareness of physical activity levels. You can also incorporate walking into your daily routines, like walking to the supermarket, which not only boosts your step count, but also provides a form of strength training if you carry back groceries. Transforming mundane activities into opportunities for walking, such as taking business calls or socializing with friends while walking, can substantially increase your daily steps without requiring additional dedicated exercise time. Moreover, consider innovative approaches to seamlessly integrate more walking into your daily life. You might consider getting a dog, which ensures regular walks, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, exiting public transport to stop early, parking farther away from your destination, and opting for walking dates instead of traditional coffee or drinks outings. For those working from home, investing in a treadmill desk can make a significant difference in daily physical activity. These adaptable strategies demonstrate that increasing your step count can align with your lifestyle. Interested in optimizing your health further? Watch this next.